Hi, my name is El-Elyon, and I just want to share a quick story with you today. And before I share the story, I just want to say I'm not sharing this for anyone to feel sorry for me or to play the victim, so to speak, but rather just to show you that we may go through things in life that may not be nice at the time, but essentially those are the things that can help shape us and make us stronger and better people, okay? So in this instance, I was in court, so I am an attorney licensed in New York, but the bulk of my education was in the UK, and my training and advocacy was also in the UK courts. And there were multiple times, but this specific instance was probably the worst of them all, where I appeared in court to represent a client, and the lawyer on the other side was of a different race, so that was a white male. My client also was a white male, and when I was speaking to my client, I had this other lawyer approach me thinking that either I was the court staff or a social worker, which again, there's nothing wrong with those roles, but just the assumption that I was somebody other than who I was from this lawyer, and also the tone and the aggression that came with it was something that did take me aback to the point where I was almost too startled to speak, because that lawyer didn't think I was the lawyer in the case and that I was wrongfully speaking to the client without the client's lawyer present. And so I had to explain that actually, no, I am his lawyer. This is my client. And unfortunately, that wasn't received very well for some reason. I was very poised, I was very professional, calm, and I'm a friendly person. So I thought a genuine mistake is okay. I can correct it. We can move on and focus on the case. However, the aggression continued, and throughout the case, the lawyer on the other side continued to be rude, was very abrupt, kept attempting to cut me off. But thankfully, the judge in that case, another white male, was firm on the fact that disrespect shouldn't be tolerated by anyone, and that also that disrespect was disrespectful to the court. So the judge stepped in my defense, told that lawyer off, and then also allowed me to proceed without unnecessary or undue interruptions. Now, that was one story in of many. Okay, there were times where people would assume that I was either the client or some other staff member, but not the lawyer. And so in that time, again, it wasn't nice to go through being in that situation. But the thing I took away from that was that, yes, the world isn't exactly how it should be. People still have misconceptions about young black female lawyers. But I also took away from that I can be anything I want to be. I had to remember who I am as a person and understand that what others think of me is not what defines me. So I carried on. I still went to court. I still showed up for my clients, and that was my priority, to do my best job, do the best that I could for the client that I was serving. And that allowed me to push through and push past all the obstacles. But the main lesson here that I want to share for anyone else who may be going through or has experienced a similar situation is that none of that defines you. None of what people say or think or how people behave towards you defines you as a person. I was able to use those experiences as almost like a drive to just continue to excel, continue to do better, not necessarily to prove a point, but rather to just show that I am who I am, understand that I've gone through all the education and training that I need to go through to be where I am, and it's okay for me to be here. I'm allowed to have a seat at the table. And so I continued to pursue my career. I've opened my own firm, and I share this story more to encourage others that those moments are not the defining moments. You can continue to shine and be who you are, even in a world where sometimes people may not appreciate that you from your background are doing the things you're doing now. Just know that somebody else could be looking up to you. So I've shared this story on another platform, and the comments that I've received, and there are a countless number of people who have experienced similar things. And one comment stood out to me specifically, where somebody said they were discouraged from even entering the field of law because of such circumstances. And my response to that was, don't be discouraged, because you're on your path for a reason. Everyone has a purpose in life, and these challenges will come, and sometimes they're not nice. A lot of the times they're not nice, but instead it helps you build character, I didn't retaliate. I didn't act in a way that was unprofessional. I was able to keep my poise and focus on the client. And I do believe that made me a stronger person, a better lawyer, and having the ability to focus on my client and not allow the noise from the outside to deter me from what I'm doing was something that, again, has made me into the person I am today. So I just want to encourage anyone listening, anyone who's gone through something similar, don't let these be defining moments in your life. Remember who you are. Keep doing the work on yourself within to show up every day as the person that you want the world to see you as, rather than what the world may see you as. So I hope this story and the lesson from this story has been helpful to someone. Just remember that whatever your goal is in life, whatever your dreams are, that you're the one who can shape that and turn it into a reality. Even if there are challenges or obstacles along the way, those things don't have to be the thing to stop you. You have the power to continue and push through and shine in whatever you do. Thank you for listening.